already received the call here. Now let's say how the agent is going to talk, right?
Hello.
Hi, this is Saha, AI assistant calling from Branofy. Am I speaking with Jeet?
Yes.
Great. I'm calling because we received an inquiry about a marketing automation demo for your company, YouTube. I just wanted to follow up and see when might be a good time for that demo call.
Hey everyone, welcome to another new video today. So today we'll see how we can create an outbound call agent using just 3 nodes. One will be using n8n, next Ultravox and Plivo. So in my case, we are using Ultravox for our voice agent provider. Plivo we are using for our phone numbers, where we can connect our phone numbers with our voice agent, and n8n will be using to create a complete workflow. So if you can see my screen, I have just created one small demo form here. If somebody is filling up this demo form, then an outbound call should trigger to that particular person and asking them to book an appointment for the demo. Right? By end of this video, I'll show you how you can copy the complete workflow and use it for your business and sell it to your clients as well. So let's get started. So to achieve this complete workflow, there are 2 nodes that we need to configure. The first node we have to configure our Plivo with our Ultravox. Let's see how we can connect our Plivo to Ultravox first. If you open this node, which is an HTTP request, we are doing an patch request here. This is the URL, you have to paste it over here. Here you have to paste your Ultravox API key, which you can find on your Ultravox account. If you just go to settings, from here you can copy this API key and paste it over here. And if you come to the body section, here you have to enter your Plivo auth ID, auth token, and Ultravox agent ID. Now, if you want these details, you have to go to your Plivo account, log into your Plivo account, go to this message part. From here, you can see the auth ID and the auth token from here. Just copy this and paste it over here. And for the Ultravox agent ID, you have to go back to your Ultravox account, go to your agent and copy the agent ID and just paste it over here. So once these things are done, you just have to hit execute this stat, and now your Plivo number is connected with your Ultravox agent. Now coming to the second node, where we have to trigger the API to do an outbound call. Now for this, we have to come here. This is the second node. Here you have to use this URL along with your agent ID at this URL. Just copy the agent ID and append it to this URL over here. Right? Now scroll down here, same thing, you have to paste the same API key of your Ultravox account, paste it over here, and then fill up the body with all the required parameters. Now in the medium, I have used Plivo. Since I'm using Plivo as my phone number provider, so I have used Plivo over here. This is the outgoing, since it's an outbound call, so it is an outgoing. Here we have provided as 2. 2 means to which number you want to trigger the outbound call. So this is going to be a variable that will pass through using our webhook. And this is a from. This from number is nothing but your Plivo number, the number that I purchased in your Plivo account. You have to paste it over here. Now remaining everything keep as it is. If you come down, if you see this particular step where I'm written template context, these are nothing but the variables that we are going to send to our Ultravox agent, so that the agent receives the data like the phone number, email ID, company name, or any other variable that you capture from your form, and you want to send it back to your agent so that agent knows the data and engage with the person with the real data, right? For an example, in my form, I've given the company name, phone number, email, and other things. So when an outbound call is going, the agent can tell like, hey, I'm speaking to Jeet from this Branofy company, right? So this is how the agent will have more data to engage with the user in a more better way. So these are the 2 primary nodes that you have to configure. Just fill up whatever the details you have. Now once this is configured, you can connect this node with your webhook or Excel sheet or wherever from where you want to pass the data, right? So in my case, in this example, I'm using a webhook where whenever I'm submitting this form data, my webhook will capture those data and pass this data to my Ultravox API. Now once the Ultravox API receives the data, it will trigger and call to those particular number and with the details. Now let's say a live example, live demo, how this is working. So I'll just go back to my page. I'll just put a number, my name here. I'll paste YouTube as company, my number, and I'll put my email. I'll just put one random email here and I'll click book demo. You can see I've already received the call here. Now let's see how the agent is going to talk, right?
Hello.
Hi, this is Saha, AI assistant calling from Branofy. Am I speaking with Jeet? I'm calling.
Yes.
Great. I'm calling because we received an inquiry about a marketing automation demo for your company, YouTube. I just wanted to follow up and see when might be a good time for that demo call.
That you have seen right now, the agent has called me and the agent has took my name. Like, am I speaking to Jeet from YouTube and other things? So this is the variables that you have sent to the API where the agent is capturing those variables and configuring the message or the dialogues as per to those variables. Now this configuration you have to do in your Ultravox agent prompt. You don't have to do anything over this API or anything, but when you set up your agent, you have to use those variables. Like if you see in my screen, I have used those variables over here, and other places. So these variables you have to use on your agent prompt. So the agent can read through the prompt and understand where I have to include those variables and make the conversation more friendly manner. Now this is just a simple workflow where you are just triggering an outbound call. But if you want to make it more useful, you have to connect it with the more tools that you want to connect. Like you can connect it with your calendar or mails, or maybe you can connect it with a WhatsApp message or anything, where your agent will have more access to the tools and use those tools to trigger any further actions while being on the call, right? So this is all about how you can trigger an outbound call using Plivo, Ultravox, and n8n. If you want this workflow, you can drop a comment with workflow and I'll send the complete workflow to you, which you can directly copy and paste on your workflow and